I'm very happy to the conclusion we came to. You know, I thought we had a very good process in terms of the search committee involvement and a number of people that are interested in our job. And again, that allowed us to really make a really good decision and weigh our final decision against a bunch of good candidates. And anytime you have a strong pool, a lot of interest, and a good process in place, it's going to lead you to a good decision. I'm very happy with that. I don't only know Chad through this 6 games as the head coach. I've known Chad as an assistant coach, and I've watched him go through a number of different challenging situations through a couple of different staff changes. So you've constantly got this theme of, you know, Chad has always been the guy that when turmoil or controversy or change hits, the players rally around him. So I don't know if it helped us make a decision, but what it helped us understand is that he is a guy that can bring our team together and get our team motivated and go in the right direction when things aren't going exactly the right way. As we went through the process, you know, we have the luxury with him of seeing an on-the-field performance. I see him perform every day as a head coach in our office. So, you know, we went through and we felt like what we needed to do as a committee is go and really research our candidates, create a pool of people for him to compete against. And that would kind of weigh out us being able to see him every day. So when we put him in the pool and began to weigh him out, it became very evident to us in the last 24 to 48 hours that he was going to be our guy. I think at the end of the day, what the strength that Chad has is when, you know, you've watched him in our game situations. You know, he's been in a situation where things haven't been going well, and he's stayed the course. He's rallied the troops. He's somebody that is going to have a steady personality. I think outside of what you see on the field, when you talk to our department, when you talk to the people, the morale of this place wasn't in a very good spot several weeks ago. I mean, we were down. And immediately, even though we didn't have success on the field, immediately, you know, Chad began to work on that and get people going in the right direction. So I was seeing things when this change happened behind the scenes that you all weren't necessarily seeing. So I think one of his strengths is being able to rally people, get people behind, and believing in what we're doing.
When Dale McGee took over as the interim head coach, won the GoDaddy Bowl, the players really wanted him as their next head coach. You went in a different direction. Mm-hmm. This time around, the players really want Chad Lunsford as their next head coach, and you went in this direction. What is the difference this time maybe to last time?
Yeah, I think that's a good point. You know, every coaching search is different, and it's different because every team that you're going through a coaching search with is different at that particular time. That team 2 years ago was very different than this team today. When you look at this team today, this was a very young team, a young team that had heard a lot about transition, a lot about change, a lot of things that were going on, a lot of kids that had not been through the experiences of college athletics. So for me, I needed somebody that, I felt that could connect with our team and guide them through some of this stuff without a lot of answers in place.
Future schedule. Can you touch on any of that today?
Not until the deal's done. We're still waiting to sign it, but I think you guys are going to be very happy. We got some teams coming in here that have not been to Paulson Stadium before, and we'll announce that pretty soon. But we're still waiting on some final signatures, and I promise you, I won't keep it from you. I'll get it to you as quickly as possible. Okay?
It's an unbelievable feeling. You know, it's just a tremendous opportunity for me. I'm blessed. Lord has put me in a place to have a platform, and so looking forward to that. These players, I mean, the Eagle Nation, everything that goes along with Georgia Southern football is it's a humbling experience, and I can't wait to officially lead it. You know, I don't know if it's really sunk in yet. I mean, it still feels very new. It'll be the first time today that I walk out there and it's not an interim tag. So, to answer your question, I haven't really put a lot of thought into it yet. I mean, I'm just trying to make sure we stick to what we do and be the same every day.
From 3 months ago to today, I mean, if somebody 3 months ago told you you're going to be the next head coach at Georgia Southern, this was not on your radar, was it?
Not at all. I never expected it. I thought we'd go into the season and have a great season, and it didn't happen. And then when all this went down, it was definitely a shock to me. I appreciate the people that felt like that I could do it, and now giving me the opportunity to do it full time. I'm just really fired up.
Chad, what about the assistant coaching, your staff that you will be in place for next year? How will you evaluate? What will you do?
Well, you know, the thing right now, our concentration is on our players. It's on our seniors. It's on our young guys. That's not going to change. We're going to, you know, make sure that we're in a position to try to go win the game on Saturday. You know, all that kind of stuff. We'll get the evaluation piece. We'll get it all figured out. You know, once the season concludes. I've been at Georgia Southern for a while, and you know the option background is very important to me. I know what wins football games, and running the football wins football games. But you know, again, I think it's more important right now. Let's just focus on Coastal Carolina. Let's focus on this week of practice, and then we'll sit down and make those decisions once time's right.